Right. Let us cut a few more cookies. I've actually just had a brief exchange with the devs. Because I mentioned that, first impressions had been a bit off. I posted it on Twitter because of the audio issues. And it turns out that it's only the tutorial that has voice acting, which is, that's a bit of an odd choice. You know, I would think that it builds up the wrong sense of expectations if you have voice acting and, reasonably okay voice acting in your tutorial section. So why not have it voice acted for the entire game? Was it a money thing? Are they planning on patching it in? I don't know. But yeah, I don't think this is early access. But maybe it should be. You know, maybe feedback and playtesting would be a good plan. But obviously, I've got it through the Epic Games Store, and Epic Games Store doesn't do early access, as far as I'm aware. Maybe it will release as such on Steam. I don't know. Anyway, I'm hoping that this area will give us a little bit more kind of variety in terms of gameplay. Because as of right now, it's very much just mash buttons and hit Y when you are close enough to an enemy. Those are currency painters, aren't they? So we've now got enough currency to actually purchase one of those things. Right, we've got some gates that we can't get through. Another terminal. Noble President, with deep regret, I am obliged to inform you of the desperate situation linked to the production of new Denzels. Production is expected to drop by 72% by the end of this week. The remaining void particles will be used to power the development of the Nexus. Immediate action is needed to restore the stolen resources. I remain faithful to you as always, and in the certainty that all our enemies will be destroyed. Respectfully, Otto M. Stein, Robotic Engineer, Infonet Production Report Year 212, Week 50. So they are running out of resources, or they've had their resources stolen. The fact that slide is down and attack rather than down and jump feels somewhat odd. Okay, that's a loop. And I'm assuming this is a challenge room based on the way the camera has zoomed out. Or not! So this just links back to the opening. Okay. And this takes us down. Generally speaking, metroidvania map designs work in loops when you get an ability and it takes you back to somewhere that you can then progress. The use of just constant loopage actually is not a great way of designing maps, because things tend to feel a little bit padded. Shall we say? What's this? Void bullets! You've always wanted to spit fire from your skull. Well, now you can! Press right bumper to shoot a void bullet capable of hitting distant enemies. Okay, so we've got a power. We're an hour and 40-ish minutes into the game, and we have acquired our first power. Now, if I'd come here first, it would have been probably 15-20 minutes into the game. So it's oddly balanced. Oh, you also have a spitty power. Do they have... They don't have friendly fire. Friendly fire would be... Okay, that does a chunk of damage. What was the cost of it? I'll have to pay attention. Yes, the fact that you could do, as I did, head right to the bloody den, do the big old loop in the bloody den. Incidentally, I like the fact that you can access area maps even though you're not in that area. That's a nice touch. Yeah, the fact that you could do this big loop for 40 plus minutes, I think it was, trying to figure out what I was supposed to do. I would argue that in terms of design, giving a key that opens both doors might not have been the most sensible way of doing it. I think maybe just opening this door so you can go in and get a power within the first 20-30 minutes would have been a better gameplay experience. But that's, again, that is just me and my lack of patience as an old man. So is it 30? Yeah. 30 of our gauge. That can go through the scenery. And ours can't. Not a fan of that. Enemies not abiding by the same rules that we have to. Get back up there. Gonna have to go around. Yeah, if you're too close to the edge of the platform, jumping and stuff doesn't work. And I'm not really a fan of that. I do like the fact that they've all got unique death animations. We've had, what, 5, maybe 6 different enemy types now? I'm just knocking this guy further and further down this level. Oh. Okay. What is that? Right, so that's going to be something that we'll have to interact with. Again, I like the fact that they are marked on the map automatically. I like the variety of combat options we seem to be getting. Yeah, we can bat things into buzzsaws and smack them into electricity. It's simplistic for now, but I can see it ramping up eventually. But the pacing of that... One-way door? Probably a one-way door, or opened by that thing up above, whatever it was. Can't grab onto the edge of ledges. Can, however, find this little secret nub. Not the fact that there are cameras everywhere. I'm wondering if there is a way of telling secret walls or breakable walls. Oh dear, we're trapped. Okay, that does quite a lot of damage, and it seems to have some fairly significant area splash. Oops. Oh no, never mind, it does not. It just looked like it did. Ah. I need to look at the top left-hand corner whenever I break one of those so I can actually see what I get from it. I'm assuming it's a chunk of currency. Sorry guys, but there is some fairly generous ledge grabbing. Nope. Oof. Ow. Yeah, the environmental damage that enemies take is substantial and useful. Right. I want... Hello. Hi. Right, so we can make our body harder. Or we can increase our kick power. What? Is this just going to be more HP? Oh, it's called the HP enhancer. And there are upgraded versions? Maybe of just this one, maybe of all of them? Right. Oh, we can't even use it because we don't have any energy, but it adds 25 HP. In terms of first experience with this system, buying something and then not being able to immediately equip it doesn't feel great. I do like the teleport animation though. So we need more energy, or charm slots, essentially. We could go down. We cannot go down. It's interesting that it marks a lot of stuff on, but it doesn't mark gates and levers. It's very, very easy to lose yourself on the screen. Fortunately, you do get iframes, I think. Well, I'm pretty certain you do get iframes when you're doing the death blows. An atomic battery. One thing I'll have to check was whether it told us. Yes, so that's currency. I checked. I remembered. In the shop, when we were buying the components, whether it actually told us how much energy was required. Was that a detail that I just didn't see? To be fair, whilst we don't have much in the way of combo options, things do kind of flow freely together. And it is very enjoyable blowing things up. Yeah, the animation is great. You know, I might not necessarily be a fan of the fact that the character's underwear is consistently on show. But again, I'm a 40-year-old bloke. 40-plus-year-old bloke. There's a thing up there. I'm assuming this is a... yeah. There's no mini-map. So I'm going to have to be constantly checking the map screen. What even is that icon? Oh, is this a new weapon? Oh no, it's a new energy cell. By collecting this item, Cherry can increase her total amount of energy. Energy membrane with gelatinous. I love the word gelatinous. I don't know why. Okay, so do. Where was the teleporter? Let's go back and equip that. You don't really need to do this, but there we go. So that's given us an extra 25 HP. Potentially an unnecessary upgrade, but realistically, I wanted to see what it did. Obviously, if I'd actually read the name properly, I'd have had a better idea, but you know what I'm like. Was there a reason why I couldn't go down here? Nope. Just didn't. Oh, okay. I mean, yes, there is. Yeah, the horizontal momentum that we get. I'm wondering if it's a... Oops. I wonder if it's Soul Flask. I'm wondering if the horizontal momentum is a... I'm not going to say a side effect. What's the word I'm after? Consequence is the word I'm after. I'm wondering if it's a consequence of the hand animation. Okay. Save points. The currency container that I can't get to, but again, it's marked on the map. The map reminds me a little bit of Guacamelee. I just went straight through you. Nice. Okay, so we can get time to heal if we run into a corner. So enemies don't chase us if we're far enough away. Can't imagine that's gonna stick around for too long as a mechanic. But I could be wrong. There's another enemy over here. Yes, there is. Uh-oh. Right, what was the yellow bar? Oh, the yellow bar was their grit, wasn't it? Which was their stagger meter, essentially. Ow. But you can only do something with that if you parry, and I've not found the parry mechanic particularly responsive as of yet, so... Hold on. No. Hello down there. Ooh. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to grab that. But I can't. That, however... Oh, no, I can. I just had to be further up. Yes, if there was a minimap in the corner, I wouldn't need to check things as often as I do. Map maker problems, you know? But I assume that would hurt me if I went past it. Yes, I do feel like I'm doing the more basic of the combat. I feel like if I was to somehow get the parry things sorted, the combat would be more comprehensive. Nice. A little bit of juggle. Sometimes the enemies seem to kind of stagger, and other times they don't seem to have any kind of... Sometimes they seem to have lots of hyper armor, to use a Souls term. I wasn't expecting to be able to jump up there, actually. But we did, so... There we go. I'm not even going the right way. I'm so glad the bottom of that doesn't torch us. I kind of expected it to. Oh. Interesting. You can knock enemies through stuff. Oh, that's the thing against the wall. I thought it was a gap. Just remember I've got a slide. Can we use the slide to do stuff in combat? Probably can. Yep. Didn't actually want to hit him onto that. I wanted to hit him into the, into that. Oh, you seem to be having problems there, sir. You too. A cracked mask. I'm assuming all of these bits and pieces are going to have some usage at some point. Noble President, a threatening message reached us this morning. Ooh. We now share with you the words of our enemies. There is no hatred and justice. There is no suffering in the blood of the purified enemy. A soul does not belong to anyone, not even to the body that contains it. We will come to take your head, and finally you will be free. The Drifters. The sender of the above message is now under interrogation. Very soon we will know from which sector these terrorists occupy. No. The sender of the above message is now under interrogation. Full stop. Very soon we will know from which sector these terrorists come for operate. Operate is probably the word there. The enemy's forces are clearly inferior to us. All deleting attacks have been repelled with extreme ease. Deleting attacks. Your strength accompanies us all, noble president. Always faithful, Tiberius Nilsson, head of security, Infinite Production Report, year 212, week 45. I like the fact that all the cameras all over the place are destructible. Yes, the death animations are gruesome. When the game advertised itself as hyper-violent, they were not joking. Ooh, no enemy types. No enemy types that have just murdered me. Very, very quickly. Do we lose anything if we die? We're going to get the ability to charge our attacks. Probably. I assume we're going to get other weapons than the fist, but... Alright. These guys I can deal with. Fool of a Demajen. Yeah, I think key to the combat in this is sometimes going to be splitting things up and then sometimes getting a load of weak enemies together and just murderizing them. Very few of them seem to be able to climb, which is nice. But yeah, getting them all together and just fisting them. Phrasing? Yeah, keeping them in the air, actually, seems to be the tactic. You know what I was going to say? There's almost certainly another round. That just one-shots them. Ow. Hadouken! Two, 2, 2, 5. Get in there. There we go. Oops. Flew straight past him. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's somewhat difficult. An electric organ? A pea organ? Oops. Yeah, see, that's the forward momentum on things. I'm assuming, perhaps incorrectly, that there will be a component or something to speed up our heal. Nope, shoot. Oh, bollocks. There we go. Yeah, the horizontal movement and the momentum of it. Breakable wall. Is there any... No, no indication of it. Gets added as a little nub. Soft stems. Special breakable container? Don't know. Should have checked to see whether that had got a unique icon. Hi. Before this life, I worked down in the crystal pit digging up electrode titanium. My hands were all blooded and sore from all that labor. Couldn't even afford a decent meal. This started as a robot voice and clearly isn't. Now that I have a second chance at life, I refuse to be a slave. Oh, my dear sister, you finally made it home. Me? Home? Who the heck are you? Forgive me. My name is Althea. I'm an oracle for Denzel. I can help you. Would you like to know who you were in your previous existence? Sure. Really? You can do that? Yeah, tell me. Cherry, be realistic. The approach used by this artificial intelligence has no basis in science. I don't think you should believe her. Logic is so limited in its uses, my small friend. Sometimes observing is just not enough. We need to feel in order to know. This is not possible. What isn't possible? What are you seeing, please? I'm afraid I won't be able to provide the answers you seek. The life energy that lies within you is, shall we say, beyond my understanding. What the hell's that supposed to mean? Do you know where I am or not? I told you, Cherry, you're wasting our time here. I've never seen anything like it. This power of yours, it's dangerous. It can lead you to greatness, but it can also bring pain and sorrow to your life. You will need to use it wisely. So, that's it. You can't tell me anything else. Forget I asked, lady. Well, only you have the freedom to decide who you truly are. This is what matters. But allow me to offer this. There is more to achieve in life than simply taking care of the ones we love. I guess? Oh, my dear sister. I can feel the oppressive weight you carry. It is clear to me that your mission is very dangerous. Allow me to help you on your journey. I have a gift for you. It's on the other side of the door behind me. I very much hope this will help lighten your load. Uh-huh. Awaken Denzel. Hey, Cherry, right? Welcome to our community. When did you awaken? This can be very confusing, I know. Never believe you less than anybody else. It'd be a double jump. Press A in the air and Cherry will perform one more jump before landing. Okay. Page 1. Oswald Sandberg, personal journal, year 2110. 2110. I always do that. Year 210, week 11. My dear Orietta, today is my 3rd day here at the solarium. I've finally found the courage to rationalise the incredible quirks I've seen. This process of relocating the souls of the dead into mechanical bodies is something so incredible and fascinating. I wish Adam could see where I'm working. I hope one day he'll be proud of me. What a strange thing is death. I didn't think it was so easy to defeat. Boing. Wonderful. I have the jumping. Oh, we're here. Of course we are. In my past life, my primary function was a delivery driver. I did that for 20 years. When the awakening happened, I realised I could choose a new path. What? What am I doing in this mechanical body? I don't feel anything. What kind of existence is this? We need to stay in hiding. Awakened beings like us are always considered anomalies. If they find out, they'll tear us apart. I see, I see, I see. Right. The double jump is pretty generous in terms of the height we can gain from it. So we can now get up there. And up there. And also up here. Terminal page 2. Oswald Sandberg, personal journal, year 210, week 13. My dear Orietta, today is my 10th day here at the solarium. I hope Adam is growing strong and healthy. I'd love to hug him. I know that we have only ever believed in the rationality of science and the good faith of the noble president, but I'm starting to feel there's something more behind the origin of life. What is happening here is puzzling. The only reason to work in the middle of the purgatory is to assure us the right to live in the golden city. Of this purgatory is to assure us the right to live in the golden city. I'll ask my superiors to give me a different role in this factory. I need to get out of this department. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. It's very, very easy. Very, very easy to lose yourself. Okay. This looks like a fun set of stairs for fun people. Oh, it's going that way. Going up. For the bright yellow arrow says so. Oh. I'm starting to get the feel of the combat. There's not a lot to it as of yet, but you know, it's workable. Ooh! I thought I'd clip through that then. Whoop. Ow. The actual hitboxes on our attacks are fairly generous, if I'm honest. And that's probably for the best. Because I'm rubbish. Yes. It's a Chozo. Kinda. Oh. Ah, there is a separate icon. Okay, so there's a currency container, which are the orange ones. And blue ones are for materials then. And also... double tap. Component has been designed to increase the range of attacks of a Denzel. Allows Cherry to perform a second uppercut in the air during a multi-hit combat after a successful ground uppercut. Okay. So we have components in chests. We're not going that way. We're going this way. We're being shot at. Through the scenery. You love to see it. No, wait. No, you don't. Idiot. Right, there's a doorway there. Check that in a second. Oops. I actually mean to jump through that. Flats. Alright, so there was a currency tainer. Currency tainer, yes, a currency tainer down there. I'm pleased to see and pleased to say that the execution animations are not yet getting old. No, come back. Bzz. Yeah, it takes a chunk of time for that animation to start. It's secret. Ah, another energy cell. Yeah, that actually was revealed to me by the map more than anything else. Oswald Sandberg, Personal Journal, 211, week 15, page 3. My dear Orietta, today I have completed my first month here at the solarium. While I was polishing some silos, my attention was captured by a shrill sound. It was the voice of a captive soul begging me to free her. That desperate cry for help. Hearing it, I understood her fear of being condemned to eternal slavery. If this is what awaits me after I die, maybe I should try to fight. Or maybe I should try to sabotage the factory. No way. I've got no chance to do this alone. Well, we're not getting down there just yet. Now, how we're getting over there? Don't know. Maybe we'll get an air dash or something like that. Right. If we go with this away, carefully avoiding the electricity outputs. Was it? I shall take those iframes, thank you. Oops. I shall leap straight into that attack. Hi, friend. I was going to say, surely there's more of you. I've lost myself completely. Where am I? The riff is getting a tad repetitive, it must be said, as much as I like it. Bzzzt. Oh, you didn't die. I thought you had. And a third one? No. Oh. Challenge room. Complete. Save room. Yes. Interesting. That looks like an opportunity for healing after a battle? Perhaps? Ooh. Skull that way. Soft stems. I don't think there's actually anything up there worth going for, is there? Is this a boss? Yes. Pissed off mudbots. I can't see what's going on with a lot of this combat. Okay. I can work with that. It was a little bit... Okay, boss rooms are done in red, I guess. What's this? Ah, the LED visor! Artificial visual apparatus. This lost package seems to be destined to someone located inside a bloody den. Able to restore sight of people who are blind. Excessive use of LED visor may cause hallucinations. Yeah, so I do kind of get the impression that we were very much supposed to come here first. This has been a much more interesting zone. We're not going to go there. Hi, friends. Woohoo! I jump. Soul flasks. I wonder if they're random or whether they're specific drops. Page 5, Oswald Sandberg, Personal Journal 211, Week 25. My dear Orienta, I hope some miracle will allow you to read these words. My time in this factory is becoming more and more unbearable. Infinite's madness is piercing my brain. I'm afraid I won't be able to save myself. My superiors observe my behaviour. Surely they understand my hostility and see me as a subversive individual. I know they're planning my suppression. I need to make sure that when I'm gone, you and our beloved Adam can save yourselves from this. You must escape the Golden City as soon as possible. Find a way to reach the underground sectors and take shelter with the rebel communities that live there so your soul will not be condemned to slavery. Please do not worry about me, for it is certain that even after my death, enduring perpetual bondage, my soul will be sustained by the thought of your love. I promise you that I will do everything I can to see you again, whether in this or the next life. Let's pretend I, carefully navigated and skillfully managed to land properly on those platforms. That's clearly what happened. Oops. That carried me forward, apparently. Wasn't expecting that. Let's take a chunk of time. Oh, bollocks. Bye! Is this somewhere that I've been? Yes, it is. We've been up and round there. We need a down smash to make any further progress in that section. But for now, we have our double jump. And an LED visor, which we should be able to go and hand in to the guy. Also, there we go. Teleports. Right. It's not him that wants the visor, is it? It's the guy all the way around there, because of course it is. That's fine, because now you have the opportunity. Now we have the opportunity to double jump into things as opposed to just solo jump into them. Pew pew. Yeah, these enemies are of the tougher persuasion. So I'm pretty certain we were supposed to come here second, in which case, why give us the option? It doesn't do anything for us. hitbox on that is really annoying. Alright, we can get up there should we want to. No. Didn't need to go that way. In fact, since this is one way, isn't it? We can't jump back up here. Maybe I should venture upwards, first of all. And see what there is to behold in the lofty heights of the bloody den. Interesting. Okay. This looks like something we're going to be able to interact with later, doesn't it? Or a boss arena, potentially. It does give me somewhat boss arena-esque vibes. Right, we couldn't go down here because just locked. I assume that's one way. As in, we come from the other side. Hey, mate. I have this visor. Hey, Cherry. Is that you? Yeah, old man, it's me. I am here as well, sir. Regina! So glad you both came back to visit. Well, I'm pretty sure we have that thingy you were looking for. The LED visor. Holy gods, I can see again. It's a miracle. Thank you for giving me back my sight. And holy shit. What? Just go by your voice. I thought you were, you know, a petite little lady. What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, no offense, but you kind of look like a truck driver. Watch it, bub, or I'll get my big rig and run you down. Cherry, be nice. You do have a rather unique look. Yeah, don't be so sensitive. I think you look fine. By the way, where's that friend of yours? Down here, sir. Holy gods! Now isn't that something? You Denzels never cease to surprise me. My eyes were up here, old man. The name's Popper, by the way. Before you scram, let me at least return the favour. Go down into my personal storage. You might find something that'll be super helpful. Huh? What do you have that I can use? Down there you'll find a special machine. Connect to it and it'll give you a much needed upgrade. That's a little vague and scary, but hey, why not? Thanks, old man. Don't worry about it, Cherry. It's time for me to leave this place anyway. Either of you know any safer havens for old guys like me? I think we can accommodate you, Mr. Popper. Sharing coordinates to the hidden diner. Data delivered successfully to LED visor. Oh, wow. I hope I can reach that place alive. Looks like a fine place to set up shop. It's going to be difficult with the megastructure servers going haywire, but I pray we'll see each other again. I'm also a mechanic, so look me up if you need anything upgraded. And one more thing. You're looking for Infinite, right? It seems it's currently connected to the ET Foundry systems. That might be what's making the servers go crazy. That's helpful. Could be what we're looking for. Used LED visor. Wasn't that door he was talking about then? Oh, is it this? Could we not get down here before? Maybe we couldn't. Void hand. Press circle and up on the stick. Cherry is able to release her void power and push some enemies in the air. Hold B to enter aiming mode and have better control over the pushing direction. There are some particular spherical void infused objects that can only be moved using this unique power. Okie dokie then. So now... Okay. Okay, that's not the easiest to control, but it'll do. There we go. Definitely not the easiest thing to control, but it has got us through that door, as well as raise that platform. I'm assuming that was just the floor coming back. Yes. Yes, it was. Also, we can now get up here. Oh, lovely. From down here, I can see there's something at the bottom of the toilet bowl. Slimy skin. There. Okay, so we've now got the ability to move any mountain. And I guess I'll have a play with that next time. Yes. I think, just in terms of game design, if you had only let us go to the Denzel factory, rather than allowing us to wander around the bloody den for a good chunk of time, that would have been a better experience. I think allowing us to go to the bloody den and wander around there, yes, we met a couple of characters, but it's quite a long chunk of section when actually all of the upgrades to start off with are in the factory. That's an odd choice. The combat is still quite busy, but we're getting more things that we can do in it, which is nice. But again, they were all in the factory. I guess we can probably use this fancy hand thing to make progress in fights as well. What's the target thing? Yeah, the map is very, very slow if you're too zoomed in. It's all right when you're zoomed out. I do like how it marks everything on. I do wish I got some custom map markers to go with it. Self-healing, void glove, void bullets. Can't seem to select the one down the bottom for reasons. Don't know why. Yeah, so it looks... Oh, yeah, we're going to get 5 different weapons by the look of it, and I'm assuming they will all be upgradable. I like the fact that the drops... It tells you what they are dropped by. It looks like most things are dropped by 2 types of enemies. Tops. But maybe that will fill out the more we get. I would assume that would be the case. And I'm assuming, actually, that this ball... That's not the button, is it? Is this just going to open up the elevator? Not the elevator, the bouncy. Yeah. Anyway, I was going to cut the recording here. Have you managed to get your hands on Cookie Cutter yet? Was it a game that you were looking forward to? What are your thoughts? I am warming to it, but my first impressions weren't great. And I'm still not... I won't... I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued enough to want to play more. Which arguably, if it weren't for the fact that I do what I do... at the end of that first play session, I was quite turned off by the whole thing, but I have warmed up to it a bit thanks to this second section. Hopefully it continues to expand and turn into something that I'm, much more keen to play a lot more of. But it's going all right. It's going all right. Hopefully the first chunk wasn't horrendously negative, but I don't have a lot of a filter these days, unfortunately, and I haven't edited any of the footage together yet. So yeah, we'll see. Thank you very much anyway for watching. Stay safe out there. Have yourselves a fabulous day. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.